You guys are so fucking dramatic. You guys are so dramatic. First stream in forever. Sad. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You motherfuckers are so dramatic. 24-hour stream to make up for the crash? Hell no. I will say, I've been thinking about doing a subathon later on this year. Long time no see. What's up, Viper? Okay. Let's get right into the story time. Y'all ready? Let's wait like 1 or 2 minutes, I guess. Let's wait like a minute or so to see if like more people get in here. But it's story time. Alright, Hunters, it's story time. I don't know when I'll see you again. You really like to keep us waiting. Listen, we just gotta wait like another minute or so, okay? Just wait like another minute or 2, and we'll get into it. Alright, relax. Subathon would be hype. It would be awesome to get a subathon. And if I were to do a subathon, I would have like goals and I'd have like a whole schedule kind of for it. Well, schedule. It'll be a little loose. But, like, I'll have to, like, plan everything in advance. I'll have to do a lot of, yeah, but pretty much just a lot of planning. I have an idea where I have to fight Gogmazios while I eat the hottest chip in the world. And I have to beat Gogmazios. I'm allowed to bring people in, but I have to beat Gogmazios while I eat, like, the hottest chip. This should extend slightly because you'll be busy. What do you mean? The subathon or the stream? If make it a bottle of laxatives, I'm not gonna lie, the hottest chip will become my laxative. Screw the subathon, need a charity stream for a new computer. Well, that's kind of what the subathon is going to be about, right? I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I want a subathon, and the end goal is to get enough money to buy a computer. To buy a new computer. Imagine failing, you have to eat another chip? Hell no. I eat 1 chip and that's it. You said you'd be at family duty for the rest of the month? Oh yeah, but like, it's getting really late right now. Remember, I started super late today. So it's already kind of late, so I can't make this stream super, like, long. Unfortunately. Because I also do want to go to the gym. I haven't gone to the gym in, like, days, guys, because I'm working on shit. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be a Family Guy Viper. Shut up, gnarly. What if money? I mean, you could give me money for Monday. You can give me some money for Monday. But I'm serious, I can't extend this stream right now. Spottable, can you check my drip? I can't check it right. Guys, I'm telling you, this is just going to be like a story time stream, and that's it. Then I gotta skedaddle. I have to skedaddle. What if we pay you to stay? And and by we, I mean Viper. Okay, I think we waited too... I think I say not too long, but it's been about 4 minutes. We can start. Okay. I don't even watch shots of the joke, and I didn't. Chuck money at him. You know what? How about this? I'll set a goal for a drip check. Not for today. For Monday. I'll set a drip check. There you go. Will you even stream on Monday? I will be streaming on Monday. Monday should be fine to stream. It should be fine. The surgery isn't until later. So I should be. I mean, it's also Martin Luther King Day, so you guys should be in school and everything. Monday should be a good day. I have a single in my penny in my account. Yay. surgery. Oh yes, my mother is getting surgery. So for the next like 2 weeks, except for maybe Monday, like next Monday, streams are going to be a little bit infrequent. They might only be like 2 hours. They might be a full stream. I might not even do streams. I might decide to do a stream on a Thursday, maybe even on a Sunday, something. They're just going to be super inconsistent for the past like 2 weeks. $10 is diabolical. It was literally $10 before. I mean, can I change it? Wait. Yeah, I mean, you know what? You're right. You are correct, sir. $10 is a little bit too much. Let me make it 5. Let me make it 5. That seems to be more in line. There you go. Is it like asking to throw your entire paycheck? Who's going for surgery? My mom. So it's going to be a bit rough, but yep. Make it 10 pennies and we'll do it. All right. I mean, listen, this is for next time. What I miss, I don't know when the last time you were here, Pagan. I'll be honest, but you might have missed a lot. She'll make it through. Yeah, I think she'll be fine. She'll be fine. But I want to get her something a little nice. I want to get her a little treat. Maybe some boba. Maybe take her out. Which you guys were able to freaking have me do that. Freaking guys were like crazy today. Guys were nuts today with the donations. Thank you again. Make it 1 million Zimbabwe dollars. How much? I won't say. But if you look at the VOD, you could tell that it was more than 200. But will I get 200? Now that's the question, because of taxes. I might not even get 200. We have almost given you enough for a new PC. That's the thing. I'm using this money, 1, to save up and to buy an editor. And then 2... Hey, yo! Viper with the 5 arrows. Y'all better drip the fuck out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. W. Is this goal for now or Monday? Motherfucker, I just did a drip check today. In-game and in Discord. It's for Monday. It's for Monday. Thanks for reviewing my prototype. I made changes based on your comments. Awesome to see, Atomic. I told y'all Viper would put through for our brokenness. Yeah. Where's Art? Art should be giving me like 1 billion shmalugles. But, okay. It's time for the story, okay? This is why I have trust issues. This is why whenever I say something to someone, I'm like, do you understand? They're like, yes. I'm like, do you really understand? Let me say it again. Let me say it twice. Let me say it 3 times, right? This is why I don't like misinformation. This is why I don't like... This is why I don't like purposeful misinformation. Right? Because if you say something and you didn't get your facts straight, like, completely, and you're like, damn, my fault. I was a little bit wrong there. It's acceptable, right? But everything else, yeah. Nah? What do you mean, nah, Viper? You don't want to hear the... Bitch, that's what... Yeah, alright. Because of Viper, we're not doing the stream. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna have to end it. Viper said no, he doesn't want to hear it, so we're not gonna listen to the story. I didn't realize new stream. Yeah, the last stream crashed before I got it. But lying is fun. No, it's not. Stop it. Oh, goodbye. It's a joke. Damn, you motherfuckers. Damn. Alright. So, this story takes place in high school. When I was actually in... Wait. I technically wasn't in a relationship. Technically, I wasn't in a relationship. So, me and this girl, we're dating for like 2 months, right? We were dating for 2 months, and then she decided that she didn't want to be in a relationship anymore, so we decided to be friends. And low key, we still had feelings for each other, but we weren't dating anymore. Technically, we weren't dating anymore, you know? So, one day I was at her house, right? And we got introduced to her mom's friend's son. So, like, her mom's friend and her mom's friend's son. We got introduced to him. We'll call him for this story... we'll call him Jackie. We'll call him Jackie. You know what I'm saying? We'll call him Jackie. And Jackie, for some reason, I don't know what it was, but Jackie, I didn't understand why I didn't like him. There was something about him that, like, it was something... It's not that even I didn't like him. It's not that I didn't even prefer him. Or, I'm sorry, not prefer. I just read Viper's thing. It's just that for some reason, he looked almost identical to what my cousin used to look like. Tall, scraggly hair, always wore a beanie, glasses, wore kind of like a scrunched up, like, jacket. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, this guy looks like almost like dead ass like my cousin. So it always threw me off. And then for some reason, I don't know what it was. Like, for some reason, I was always off around him. I didn't hate him. I didn't even dislike him. There was really no reason for me to dislike him. But, like, it was very much evident that, like, I didn't really, like, I wasn't really, like, messing or vibing with him. Again, nothing, damn Mimic. Again, nothing crazy. It was just, like, kind of like, you know how you meet some people and you're like, I don't know what it is, but, like, I feel off with you. Right? That's how I was with him. I didn't like, and I did try to become not friends, but I tried to be more open with him and all those kinds of things, right? It took a little bit, but I did try. Me, my ex, and him would hang out every so often. And people noticed that I didn't like him. That's what my ex said. That's what my ex's family said. He thought so too. That I didn't like him because I wasn't like I wasn't just like all over him. I wasn't super friendly, right? But I was like, that's not the case. I just didn't. I don't know. I don't know, right? Is this that one racist story from the other stream? No, it's not a racist story. Okay, relax, right? So here's where it comes in. So here's where the story really begins, right? You need a little bit of explanation, a little bit of backstory, right? And now we're getting into the actual story. So, oh, actually, something you should also know is that apparently he had a medical condition where he really couldn't go outside. He was basically allergic to, like, everything, right? He was, like, physically weak. He didn't, like, go outside the house a lot. Like, I don't even remember if he, like, really went to school, if I'm being honest. Like, he was almost, like, in a bubble. But, like, he wasn't, like, so bad that he needed to be in a bubble or anything like that. But he was allergic to, like, a lot of things. Like, a lot of things. Bro met Iron Mouse. Yeah, imagine. But, right, okay. So, with that in mind, right? I guess my ex was starting to think that maybe I didn't like him because of his, like, medical issues, right? Because, like, we couldn't go out or anything like that. So she was starting to form the idea that that's what it was, right? And I was like, no, what? No. I don't even dislike him. But I definitely wouldn't dislike him because of his medical issues. What? Right? So, one day I was at his house. Me, my ex's mother were at his house. His mom was there too, right? And it's now night. It's a little bit late. So, my mom was like, yo, have one of them drop you off. And I was like, okay. So, Jackie's mom decided to drop me off, right? So we're in this car ride together. It's night, and we're driving to my house. And I was like, okay, I have to explain this to the mom, because the mom was protective of him, right? Because, you know, it's her son, right? Her son has these medical issues, and she's very protective of him, right? So I'm like, okay, if I were to say anything, I have to say it to the mom, right? Because my ex could think that I'm a bad person or whatever, but I want his mom to at least know that, like, I don't dislike him for these reasons. So I was like, you know, breaking the ice. I was like, you know, I know it looks like I don't really like Jackie all that much, or that I'm not, like, you know, like, super enthusiastic whenever he shows up, but I want you to know that, like, that's not the case. It's just something where I don't really know, but I'm not, like, I guess I'm not just, like, super outgoing. I'm a little nervous. I'm not very good with conversation. I'm sorry. And, like, meeting, like, new people that, like, just kind of come out of nowhere. Because truthfully, like, it was kind of that, right? Like, like, me and my ex were hanging out, and then all of a sudden, like, him and his mom just kind of, like, came through the door, and now they're, like, a part of, like, daily hangouts now. It just kind of came out of nowhere. And so she's like, oh, okay, I understand. And I was like, and I told her, I was like, you know what? She's being, like, open with her son. I gotta be open with, like, what, like, my family, why I wouldn't do this. Why I wouldn't make fun of, or even, like, how do you say, like, dislike someone because of their medical issues. So I told her, I'm like, and I definitely don't want you to think that I dislike your son because of his issues. Like, I understand what it's like having a family member that you love so much with, like, really bad medical issues. My Nana had breast cancer. And it was so hard for me to see her going through that and not being able to live a completely, like, normal life. And I understand what it's like, you know, you don't want to hear that someone dislikes a family member of yours because of their illness, right? Like, I understand that. So I don't want you to feel like I dislike your son because of this, right? I'm being super vulnerable, super open with this woman. Right? Like, right? I'm being super vulnerable with this woman. Because I really want her to know that, like, I don't like... The wizard cut off my headphones. Didn't catch all that. Can you tell it one more time? Was my thing muted or something? Do you guys hear me? Or are you guys just fucking? Are you guys fucking with me? You guys might just be fucking with me. I'm not gonna lie, I had to go do something. I didn't hear a thing. You could? No, you good? Now you good? No, we hear you. You gotta retell it. I'm not retelling it. This is going to be a short VOD. Just look over it again with the VOD if you really didn't understand, okay? I'm continuing. So I'm being open with her. I'm being open with the mother. And she's agreeing with me. She's like, no. Like, I understand, right? And I'm sorry to hear that about, right? And like we're going back and forth. And I'm feeling so at ease because I'm like, it's finally... It's so good to feel like, because this whole time, all of them were like, you don't like him, right? So being able to say it to the mother and her understanding and be like, I understand, and all these things, right? It felt nice. It was really good. I love it. And so she drops me off. I feel relaxed. I feel no stress. I'm like, yo, I clear this up. She's going to tell her son, or she's going to tell my ex's mom since they're closed. She's going to tell everyone. I don't have to tell everyone about these things, right? This is going to be good. And now moving forward, me, Jackie, and my ex, we're all going to be able to flow better together, right? Bada bing, bada boom. I think it was the next day after school, I was laying down. I believe it was either a day or 2 days later, but I'm pretty sure it was a day later. I get a message from my ex. And she just wrote to me, nothing, I didn't say hi to her, nothing, just the first text she messaged me with of the day, said, I'm not happy with you. What? 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 What did I do? Right? I literally texted, I was like, what did I do? What did I do? Right? And I know how she messages. I'm like, oh, she's actually not happy. I'm like, oh no, she's actually not happy. I'm like, what happened? And you want to know what she told me? She said, I'm not happy with you because Jackie's mom told us that you don't like him because of his illness and you thought he was weak because of it. Huh? Huh? You're not dead ass. You're not dead ass. You're not dead ass. You're not dead ass. And I did tell, so the reason why she said weak is because in the car ride, I told Jackie's mom, I was like, I don't want you to think, because your son is physically weak, because again, of his, like, illness, right, because of, like, everything. I'm like, I don't want you to think that I dislike him because he's, like, physically weak or anything like that, right? And she told my ex's mom and my ex that I distinctly don't like him because of his illness and because he's physically weak. Let me guess, your ex never believed you? No, here's the thing. Here's actually what makes it worse. Funny enough, if she didn't believe me, that would have been better than what actually happened. So let me continue, okay? Women scare me, fish fear me. But isn't he literally weak because of it? Yes, he is physically weak because of it, but I wanted everyone to know that, like, I don't dislike him at all. And even if I did dislike him, it definitely wouldn't be because he's physically weak. Like, I don't want you to think that I dislike him or anything because he's weak, right? That's what I'm saying. But here, right? I'm like, yo, I don't know. I'm like, yo, ex. I'm just going to say ex because she's my ex. Right? Right? I'm going to say ex, right? I'm like, ex, you know me. Like, regardless of, like, sure, our relationship didn't really work out that well, but we're still, like, friends. Like, like, in the entire time that we've known each other, have I ever done anything that would, like, that would, like, justify, or that would, like, seem like I would really do this? That I would just, like, look at someone's, like, being physically weak because of an illness and be like, yeah, I just really don't like you. In fact, I actually hate you. Like, does that seem like something I will do? Right? I'm like, you gotta believe me, right? So I told her everything. I told her about the car ride. I told her that I specifically said, that's not what I said. I told her that that I wouldn't dislike your son because he's physically weak. I would never do that. And here's the thing. Yes, you're a cruel character. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. But, she actually says, I said, do you believe me? She said yes. Right? Was it before or after French Revolution? This was after the French Revolution. When this happened in high school, my sophomore year. But okay, guys, stop. You guys are distracting me. I literally have ADHD. You guys are distracting me. So she said she believes me. I was like, okay, that's great. I'm like, X believes me, so that means this time for sure she's going to tell everyone. She's going to tell her mom. She's going to tell people that it was a miscommunication because I didn't want to think that such harshly of Jackie's mom. It's like a miscommunication. She'll tell them. Everything's going to be good. Right? And I didn't hear anything about the situation, about this, right? I didn't hear anything about this until the next time I went over to her house. And, you know, I went at like, hello, like, right, you know, what's up? It's me, your favorite gunner, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's all good and everything. And then I forgot how this came up, but like Jackie came into the conversation. Jackie wasn't there, but like he came into the conversation. And what do you call it? My ex's mom said, "Oh, that's right. You don't like him because he's physically weak, right?" I literally almost lost my head. Because I was like, there's no way this is reality, right? I'm like, no shot, this is reality. I look over to my ex, I'm like, what? What are you talking about, right? And I'm sorry, I said her, I told the mom, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no, that's not, did X not tell you? And she was like, tell me what? And I look over to X. I'm like, you didn't tell her what I told you? And she's there, and she's just kind of like, well, you know, she's kind of like melting into herself, right? I'm putting her on the spot because, like, I'm like, you're just letting people say this about me that I like something that's not true, something that you even yourself believe, that you told me that you believed me, but you're still letting this like go on. So either you're lying to me or you're just like a coward. It's like, no, this didn't just happen. This happened this happened in high school. I told you guys this was high school. I said this happened in high school. And I'm like, yo, I'm like, just tell her. I'm like, just tell your mom about like what I told you. And she didn't say anything. She didn't say anything. Like, I'm like, you, like, I told Jackie's mom, right? And then I told you the truth. I told X the truth. And for some reason, like nothing I'm saying is, like, getting to people. Right? So she doesn't even say anything. She doesn't say anything. Right? She doesn't say anything. So at this point, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm fucking over it. I'm over it. Because here I am being vulnerable, telling Jackie's mom about something personal about my life, about my Nana. Something I don't, like, just say, like, out of nowhere, right? It's something I hold very dear to me. I told her about my family, which I'm not going to say any more about my family, but, like, I told her about, like, things. And you guys, like, they just, like, yeah, so that could just fuck off, right? And now my ex, who I actually thought at least had some of my side, because regardless of us being exes, we weren't in bad communication, right? Like, we did hang out, like, we hung out. We were friends still. It's just that we found out that, like, we weren't good, like, together as, like, partners. And they don't even have my back. So you're just willing to, like, let people lie about me. Or you yourself are lying to me. Okay, that's crazy. So I just said, screw it. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. I'm like, whatever. Fine, you guys want me to dislike this person so badly? Like, to the point where you're lying about me, and you're just ignoring, like, what I'm telling you all. Right? If you want me to dislike him, sure, I'll dislike him. You know what? Fuck it. Sure, I'll dislike him. Right? I'll dislike him, sure. And I said that. I was like, you know what? I'm over this. I'm over this. I'm like, you guys can believe whatever you want to believe. I'm like, X, if you don't want to tell her what I told you, and you said you believed me, go ahead. I don't care. I'm over this. And I kind of just, like, stormed off. And I was just kind of, like, sitting on their couch. Kind of, like, stewing. Because I'm like, this is either the most craziest misinformation ever, or just, like, straight up lying. Right? It could even be both. That's why I can't stand. That's like whenever I like. So that's whenever I say something to someone and I'm like, why not just leave them? Dog, they picked me up from school. We were like hanging out. I can't just like leave them. I would have been done with them. Yeah, well, Mom Def did not like you, bro. Yeah, she probably didn't actually like me. Jackie's mom probably didn't like me. But, yep. Well, I mean, that's what happened. And then the summer came along. I stopped talking to my ex. My ex and Jackie got together. They lasted like 2 weeks because Jackie was trying to turn her into something she wasn't. Blah, 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 blah. And drama, drama, drama. So whenever I tell someone, I'm like, yo, do you understand what I just said? It's like, yeah. I'm like, what did I just say? Like, I make sure motherfuckers, like, listen to me. And, like, you guys hear me. That's why I repeat so many things over and over and over again. Because I'm not going to have this situation happen again. Mom hated the most handsome gunner. That's true, you know what I'm saying? She was just kind of jealous, you know what I'm saying? Who does? Her son isn't as good looking as me. Jackie's mom probably wants you away so Jackie could get your ex. Maybe, because I'm not gonna lie, like, all this stuff was targeted. It almost felt targeted, because I'm like, no way, like, I'm literally telling you guys how I feel, so either you don't believe me, and you lied about believing me, or... No, I mean, that's not it. Like, I'm not gonna keep on saying it, because you guys aren't listening to me. They just weren't really listening. So can you repeat the story with all the details to make sure we got it right? No, I'm not going to repeat it because this is a video and it's a VOD, so you can just rewatch it. Yeah, I'm not repeating. That's why, I don't know. I don't know. That stuff always gets to me, man. It's like, damn, I was really vulnerable to, like, pretty much a stranger. Like, I didn't really know Jackie's mom like that for real. But, like, I'm like, you're his mom. And I want to make sure to know that, like, I don't dislike someone. Because I know how that can feel, right? Again, I know how that can feel. Having someone judge a family member because of an illness. I know how that feels. So I wanted to make sure that you knew that we were good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I wish I recorded it. I wish I recorded it, low-key. That's what opening up to strangers gets you. Well, she was more like an acquaintance than like a complete stranger, but yeah. It's very, 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 very unfortunate. But you know what? I know now to have receipts, to have proof, and to always make sure that, like, people don't catch me slipping. Because, like, I was, like, dumbfounded. Right? And if I ever were to get into a relationship, I want that person to have my back. Right? I want to have people who actually have my back. Again, though, if my ex said she didn't believe me, that would have been better than, like, her saying she believed me, letting this rumor that I dislike Jackie because of his illness to spread. And then when I said, yo, ex, can you speak up? Like, tell them that, like, that you agreed with me that, like, I didn't do this and I don't dislike Jackie for this reason. And you don't see anything cowardly. I wouldn't even say cowardly the coward, like, Coward the cowardly dog, because I actually like Coward. I actually like that dog. Holy crap, y'all still up? Yes, but I'm leaving pretty much now. Never turn down, never... That's funny, Viper. That's funny. But, there you go, hunters. We did everything today. Courage. Oh, I said coward, the cowardly dog. My fault. Courage. My fault. Courage, the cowardly dog. I'm sorry. Thanks for the drip check. I don't think half the people I talk to in real life even listen to me. Have a great night. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tech. I'm always here, brother. Coward, the courageous dog. Give us a Discord link. Alright, I'll put a Discord. link in here. Just real quick. Discord link, Discord link, Discord link. This was a great stream, I think. What do you mean, I think? What do you mean, I think? I think this was a great stream. I mean, granted, we didn't really do, like, anything crazy. But I think overall, it was a good stream. I liked it. Yet another reason why people can't be trusted. Yeah. I mean, I will say, I think that goes double for me. If I ever get into drama, which I don't understand how I would ever really get into drama. I don't really care enough to get into drama. But if I was ever in drama, I would hope you hunters would have reservations and treat, like, me fairly. I would hope you guys wouldn't just, like, just believe me just because I'm your favorite gunner, right? I would hope you guys would be reserved and wait for me to bring out proof if I can. If it's kind of a he said, she said thing, then, like, or he said, or he said, she said kind of thing, I'll still try. I'll still try to provide proof. But, I mean, like, yeah. I enjoy story time. Yeah. Lily test counts as drama. Well, I'm not going to be on a loyalty test because I'm not in a relationship, but I suppose. I'll always have your back spot. Well, again, be reserved. I want you guys to be reserved. I want you guys to be reserved. I want you guys to be like, I don't think he did that, but let me wait for some evidence, right? Let me wait for, like, some stuff, right? It didn't work when I returned from my sad anime arc, but my Goat Viper got me. You could trust me not to have your back? Alright. I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to that. Anyways, guys, I gotta skedaddle. It was a good stream. Again, sorry for being late, but I told you guys why I was late today and stuff. I'm gonna think about what I could do for, like, challenge streams. I'm gonna try to get someone. I'm gonna try to do things. I do try. I do try with my content and everything. But with that being said, I will see you all Monday. I should be able to see you guys Monday. Like there shouldn't, you stink. Okay. Okay, Phantom. Okay. I'll be on DMs these days, Spot. Okay. Everyone have a great day. Thank you all so much for your support today. Like, really thank you. Really, really thank you. And I will see you guys on Monday. Bye.